Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 things that I've done during my journey of leaving my 9-to-5 to making income through freelancing that have really changed the game for me. These are all going to be mindset shifts or specific actionable steps that you can take that will help to get you out of your comfort zone and help you get to that dream life that you're aiming for. So I'm going to jump right in with number 1, which is to check on your finances monthly. I know that when I left my 9-to-5 job, I had saved up a good chunk of money that I had in the back of my head as like buffer or things that will help me get through this time where I'm transitioning to something different and trying to make money for myself. The plus side of that, of course, is that you have this money set aside that you know can help you get you through these hard times while you're maybe not making as much income as you were at your 9-to-5 job. But the downside of this is that you have this feeling of comfort behind you that I have 6 months of income saved to get me through this time period. So you don't have that urgency or rush to be constantly trying to make money and trying your best to be able to start paying your bills with actual income on a monthly basis. So one way that I found that really helped me to hold myself accountable to keep working towards making money is to check in on my finances regularly and always try to break even on a monthly basis. So what that meant for me is that I was always checking in to see how much money I spent during the month and how much money I made, and then seeing if I made as much as I spent. If I didn't, then the next month I would aim to make more money to break even and spend less money to break even. Eventually I got to a place where there was months where I was actually able to break even and I wasn't using the money I had saved up before I left my job. The longer you can have that chunk of money saved, the better, because the reality is if you don't have this specific goal that you're aiming towards or a specific business that you've already started when you leave your 9-to-5 job, it's very likely that you're going to be constantly pivoting and changing directions and trying different things. So there may be a month where you break even or you make a lot of money, then you may have a few months where you make almost nothing. So you want to always have that buffer there, and you don't want to just run through it in the first 6 months assuming that by the end of it you'll be making a full-time income again. The second thing is that I was willing to be a beginner again. If you were in a 9-to-5 job or going down a specific career path, you were probably very well known for that thing you did. For me, I was an engineer and I was in transportation engineering. I had been doing internships and jobs within this field for a few years. So for most people, when they thought about transportation or engineering, they would think of me, people around me in my circle, my friends and my family. So it was very difficult for me to go from a field that I felt comfortable in, that I knew that I had experience in, to one that I felt like a complete beginner in, which if you're new around here, what that was digital marketing is the main thing I've been focusing on now, as well as just entrepreneurship as a whole, doing social media, things like that. So I had to go from feeling very comfortable and very confident in the things I was doing to being a beginner again. And if you welcome that feeling, you're going to be in a much better spot. The third step that goes along with this is surrounding yourself with multiple people that are a few steps ahead of you so that you always stay motivated. Again, if you have that beginner mindset and you're willing to learn, it's going to benefit you a lot to surround yourself with people who know more than you know in the field that you're trying to break into or in the business that you're trying to create. Any ways that you can surround yourself with people that have knowledge that you don't have is going to benefit you in the long run. You want to keep an open mind, be willing to feel like a beginner and ask as many questions as you can, as well as hopefully find a mentor or someone that you may be able to start a business with in the future. Personally, that is what I did. I found someone who was in a similar boat as me that was quite a few years ahead of me. She had a lot of resources that I didn't have that has really helped us to grow the digital marketing business that we're trying to build. So anytime you can find someone that is like-minded, that may be a few steps ahead of you in one direction, but maybe you're a few steps ahead in another, that right there is a great partnership and someone you should consider surrounding yourself with. The fourth step is being willing to invest in yourself. So this could mean investing yourself in multiple ways. It could be investing in a course that's going to teach you things you didn't already know, getting a specific certification or license that will grow your business or your career, even as simple as just buying books or audiobooks so that you can learn more, or hiring a specific coach that is going to work with you one-on-one and actually help you reach the goals you're trying to reach. In my journey, the main thing I did was I actually signed up for a course called Boss Gram Academy. If you're familiar with Vanessa Lau, it is her online course. And that is really what helped me start to overcome the limiting beliefs I had about building a business and allowed me to trust myself and believe that I could actually do it. That was the first thing I invested in, which ended up giving me the courage to actually quit my 9-to-5 and start pursuing my own business. Then after I quit my 9-to-5 that job, I ended up investing in 2 more courses. One, which was a very small group coaching program with someone that I was able to get one-on-one help from, which was amazing and super, super beneficial. And the best possible scenario is that you hire an actual one-on-one coach that specifically is creating a personalized program for you and helping you achieve the goals you want to achieve. Now, the caveat here is make sure that that person is doing things that you want to be doing, or they have already done things that you want to be doing, so that you're actually learning things from them. Going back to the previous step, you basically want someone who is multiple steps ahead of you so they can actually educate you and train you in the areas that you need help with and point out any specific limiting beliefs that you may not even know that you have. For me, the biggest limiting belief I had was that I didn't think I had knowledge that was worth paying for. I felt as if any knowledge that I currently have is not something anyone would ever pay for, nor should they pay for it. But what I've come to realize is that I have very specific skill sets and very specific experience that other people might find useful and benefit from. So I should not sell myself short or think that my experiences are useless. At the end of the day, anyone in their life is going to have very specific experiences that they have the opportunity to be paid for, whether it's through creating a course or being a coach, or it's something as simple as making YouTube videos. I've found over the years of doing YouTube that there's things that I talk about that I think is like such common sense to me, or it's something I've always told myself, and other people have never heard it before, and it changes some perspective for them and really benefits and helps them. So don't tell yourself that you have nothing to offer the world. Every single one of us has something to offer. You just have to figure out what that something is and if it's something you want to offer to the world. And a quick plug for you, if you are looking for a coach, I do actually offer personalized coaching services. So head down in the description box below to learn more about that and message me if you want some more information. And the last goal I have for you guys today is to set goals that you're genuinely excited about and then make an actual action plan to achieve those goals. Now, this may sound super obvious, but one thing I've learned since leaving my job is that there's times when I've set goals that I actually am not excited about. There's a lot of goals that you can set for yourself, especially when you're in a situation where you feel like you need to start making money really soon or you need to build your business faster, that maybe you actually don't have passion for. So before you set any goals, sit down and really consider, is this a goal that I would be happy about meeting? And is the process of actually meeting this goal going to bring me joy? Obviously, there's things that we have to do that don't bring us joy, but the way that you structure your goals is extremely important when it comes to actually meeting your goals. A lot of times what this comes down to is instead of setting an outcome-based goal, you're setting an action-based goal. So for example, there was many months where I set the goal that I wanted to hit 1,000 views on one of my YouTube videos for that month. And there's many months where I didn't meet that goal. But one month I realized that I really needed to set another goal that was actually an action that would give me that outcome. So I set a goal to make 2 search-based videos per month that were really focused on keywords that I researched and found that my audience was looking for. Once I did that, I found it much easier to actually reach that goal of hitting 1,000 views because now I was focused on the action instead of the outcome, as well as I was much more motivated to make videos that were focused on search-based content because I felt like I was actually answering a need in the community and in my niche and was actually helping people, versus focusing on a goal that's like, bring me 1,000 views, felt very me-based and not about others, which is not the overall intent of the business I'm trying to grow. So it was really hard for me to actually work towards meeting that goal. At the end of the day, this really comes down to understanding your values and your why behind what you're doing. I am planning on making a video about this in the future, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned if you want to learn more about how to actually identify your why and how to learn more about your values. So I want to end with a little bit of an anecdote about my journey and where I've been and where I'm at now. I left my job back in July of 2021, so we're almost up on the 1-year mark since I quit my job. When I first quit my job, I was not monetized on YouTube, I was not making any money anywhere else, and I had no really backup plan of what I wanted to do. All I knew is that I wanted to build a business for myself, I wanted to do that through social media, and I loved making YouTube videos. After I quit my job, I quickly became monetized on YouTube. I started getting clients through YouTube and being able to help people on a one-on-one basis. basis, as well as I started building a digital marketing business with one of my friends who I'd known for years. And now I've actually been able to get contracts with companies as well as individuals who have online businesses as well as boots on the ground businesses to actually make an income for me and help someone else. So this has been through digital marketing as well as just doing VA or virtual assistant work. And last month was the first month that I actually made a sizable amount of money from these ventures. So I made about $1,500 last month, which for me is a huge deal because before that I was only making money through doing gig work jobs like Instacart or Rover pet sitting. And although I actually made decent money from those as well, sometimes more than $1,500, it was not something I enjoyed doing. It was just something that paid the bills. So the fact that I'm actually able to pay my bills with something that I'm enjoying doing is literally amazing and something that really felt like it would never happen when I first left my job, but I trusted in myself and I decided I was willing to take a chance and see what happened. The funniest thing about this is when I left my job, I always told my husband, I just need 3 months to build my business. I need 3 months. We're at month 10 now and I'm actually starting to make money, but you never really know how long it's going to take and you have to just trust the process and figure out how you can make ends meet in the meantime. So if that means building your business while pet sitting or building your business while staying in your 9-to-5 job, then fine, but you have to find a balance that works for you where you have the mental capacity and the energy to build your business while also doing whatever thing you need to do to make ends meet. But that has been my personal experience and I have learned so much along the way that I never expected to even learn, and I have been working on projects that I never really thought I would work on, and it's all been great and I'm learning much more about myself. But at the end of the day, my focus is always back on my core values of wanting to help other people achieve what they want for their lives. So the clients I like working with best have been people that are trying to build their own business, whether it's me just helping them on like a VA basis and helping them with admin related tasks so that they can get back to the core of what they love doing, or it's doing a full-on audit for someone's business and giving them specific pointers on what they should be focusing on for marketing or business development, or it's coaching people specifically, helping them create a financial plan or helping them build the business that they want to build, or doing YouTube consulting and teaching them all the skills I've learned throughout the last few years of having a YouTube channel, or it's just making videos about my experiences and talking about everything that I've been going through and sharing the experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly throughout the past year since I left my job. All of these fit under that same value bucket of helping others achieve the life they want, whether through direct help one-on-one or just through making videos and sharing my experience so other people don't make the same mistakes as me. But that is all I have for you guys in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed and I hope these tips were helpful for you. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite tip was and I will see you in the next one. Bye.